Welcome back to Redone Homestead and welcome back to my mother-in-law's laundry room. As you can see behind me, I have a lot of work to do. I have my work cut out for me in here, but I am so excited with the progress that we have made so far. If you guys didn't check out the last video, please go do so you can see all the progress that we made, because although it doesn't look behind me like we made a lot, we have made a whole lot of progress. So what I'm gonna focus on today is getting all the cabinets primed. I went through yesterday and got all the nail holes filled, old hardware holes filled and everything like that. So everything is kind of prepped and ready for paint, but today I get to do a little bit of painting and at least get everything primed. So lots of work to do, and I am so excited with how much progress we've made so far. So without further ado, let's do this thing. So obsessed with this color. I feel like I have never loved a color more. I feel like it's just absolutely perfect for this room and what I was envisioning in here. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it definitely will once we get the doors on. But today what I'm going to focus on is actually getting this little area notched out in here, because the countertop guy pulled the sink. He needed to pull the sink like way more forward in order to make this ledge look, I don't know, normal is what he said. Because he had to pull it way forward, I actually need to go ahead and notch out some of the supports that I made down here, because now this piece of wood is actually touching where the drain is gonna go. So we're gonna try to just use our jigsaw and just notch it out and see if that works first. It is time to install all of the cabinet doors, and I'm really scared. I am really, really nervous because I was doing some measuring and I have barely enough room, it seems.
You have about a
1/16 of an inch.
1/28.
Right, of an inch. That the doors are gonna be too short to cover the opening here, so they should fit. It's just gonna be really tight to not fitting.
And what we mean is that, not that they'll be too close together, but that they'll barely cover the opening with how much we've taken off. And we took off the bare amount.
The bare minimum. I took off like the smallest amount that I could take off the doors just to square them off. But the whole reason, if I don't even know if I've talked about it. This has been so long in the making now, I don't even know. The whole reason that I did that is to fit the new style of hinges, because the new hinges, because they're a concealed hinge, they wouldn't work with the way that the doors were like rounded on the inside. So I had to square them off to do the new hinges. Do I think it's worth it? Yes, because it's really gonna make the doors look so much more modern compared to having the hinge that you can see here like they were before. I just think that kind of like would date the whole room a little bit. Oh, that's the other thing, was we get countertops today.
Two bathrooms.
Two bathrooms in the laundry room, and I'm so excited to see the detail for the backsplash and everything that we picked out. I am very, very nervous, kind of like sick to my stomach nervous, because you know, you have these pictures, you do these drawings, you mock everything up, and you just kind of hope it's gonna come to life the way that it's supposed to and look the way that you want it to, and kind of makes me a little bit, I could throw up. So I'm gonna keep myself occupied and do these instead. So let's do it. So I'm using the Craig concealed hinge jig, and let me tell you what, this thing is amazing. It feels a little nerve-wracking to kind of like get it set up and do it, but just do it on a practice piece first, and then you get it dialed in, and then you're good to go. So.
Whee! Going on a trip to the laundry room. Here we are. Boom. Laundry room. Here comes in Kylie. Oh, you got that door all by yourself? Oh. Kylie and I have this joke when one person is holding a whole bunch of stuff and the other person is holding nothing. It's like, oh, you got it all?
Oh, you got it? Oh,
you got it all?
Oh, you're good.
I don't even need to help you?
Okay, great.
Wow, look at that. That looks pretty good.
That's super good.
Ah.
What? Oh my gosh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it.
All right, let's do another one.
Look at it. I did that.
We're gonna have these done before they come in and put in countertops.
I literally did it. I freaking did that. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute.
Here, let's do a confessional like they do on the reality TV shows. I didn't think Kylie was gonna be able to hang concealed cabinet hinge doors.
Wait,
But-
let's look at the soft close action. Soft close action.
How soft close is that? That is a very soft close. What did my mom say the other day? Because my mom saw the painted doors.
Saw the painted doors.
Before we've hung them. She's seen the doors and she said,
and she was like,
you didn't just go out
those
and buy
aren't
new
really
doors.
my same doors. And I was like, yes, they are. And she's like, wow. They look so much more high end because they're so thick. Like they look like they're custom cabinetry. You know what I mean? Like you'd pay a good penny for them. So that was really nice. So that means she is happy with the way that they look, which I think is really cool. I'm gonna cry. Look at it. It worked. It's so cool. Okay, let's do another one.
So Kylie,
What? What?
I don't know if that many people have been brightly smiling while they put in cabinet hinges. Do they say that carpenters and cabinet makers are the happiest people?
I don't know, but this is really fun. I've been really terrified of this step. We're still not there. We still haven't come over the hump yet because as long as all the doors fit, then we're good. And if they don't fit, I'm prepared to do whatever I gotta do, okay? We are gonna be prepared to make it work. I don't know what that means.
So is it more like an anxiety terrified
It is.
smile?
It's like, I'm so excited that I'm terrified. You know, it's that kind of a feeling. It goes pretty fast, you know?
It really does.
Once you know what you're doing.
I mean, fast for us. I'm sure there are pros that are like, wow,
Wow, you guys are,
they obviously don't get paid by the job.
guess what, it's, you gotta start somewhere. What you need is a mark holder 2.0. It's special edition.
Not even the original?
No, it's special edition. It's been trained.
It's been trained. Oh gosh. That's a bunch of baloney. No one can train me. I can't even get potty trained.
Let's acknowledge this much. Don't look at that. There we go. Let's look at that much. They just got here to install the countertops.
Looks so good.
And I did good, you guys.
This one we didn't do the lip on it.
Right, this one.
I like that.
Right, it's really pretty, right? I still have to paint this, okay? Listen, this is called work in progress. I'm popping in from the future because I realized I forgot to tell you guys about this amazing little jig that I made. So what Mark and I did is we hung one door right where I thought I wanted it to go. And then I made a little template so that way the rest of the doors, you can easily just put this underneath here. Mark was able to hang hold the door and hold this template, and then I just screwed in the door. So they were consistent the whole entire way down. No measuring, no marking, no fuss. We're selling these for $1 million. They probably exist somewhere, I don't know, but this was so easy. I just glued 2 pieces of wood together in like 5 minutes and then we were ready to go. So if you guys are doing this and you're like, where the heck do I mark these? Where should they go? Just make yourself a little guide, and it made the process so much easier. So what I'm showing them is when you open, when you open this, it is stopping on the door itself back here. Okay, and then I'll show you guys how these little clips work. Yeah, we're off.
All right.
Yay! This is how I open
Is that how
packaging.
you open a package?
That's how you
use
do
a screwdriver?
it as a professional. These clips are so tiny And let's just hope that they work as planned. See how small they are? And what you do, and this is exactly how I explained to the guy I was talking to. I said, oh, so what you're saying is this hump goes over that hump. And he's like, yes. So we just put this right down in there, and then it doesn't allow the hinge to open as
See, so that's
far.
it stopped.
Right.
And this is how far they go.
See, and
when
that's
they're
how
not
far,
stopped.
right. So just put that little guy right down in there, and voila. Voila, as Jared would say, not voila. I think that's better. You don't have the same range, but I think that's better than ruining the cabinets.
She
What do you
said that she had nightmares about it last night.
I actually did. I was just really worried about it.
There are much more important things in life
There's literally not.
than hinge stoppers.
There's actually not. Actually now,
Close like
it'll go
that
like
now.
that, which would be so much better because then they won't knock against each other too. See?
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
All right, let's flip flop.
It is shiplap day in the laundry room. I'm sorry, it's a little echoey in here. But I'm so excited to get this wall transformed, even just with some simple shiplap. It's really gonna help to add a lot of character to this space. And so the first thing I did was actually go through and mark all my studs. I am gonna be doing vertical shiplap. So with vertical shiplap, of course, you can't hit studs the whole entire way. I picked up this 1/4" MDF. It's just called Bender board, and you can find it in the lumber area. And I am going to first attach these boards across, screw them into the studs, so that way I have an anchor point the whole way across the wall as I'm putting in the shiplap. So you could also do this with furring strips. I was really limited on the space that I could put here because I have this door and door casing. I'll show you guys in a second. The other reason I actually chose to do this method instead with putting the strips behind is because on the other side of this wall is the kitchen, and we have tons of electrical. I have the range right here. I have multiple outlets, you name it, along this wall. So there's a lot of things I could potentially nail into. So adding this extra piece here is just going to help so that I don't hit anything in the wall, fingers crossed. I'm gonna go ahead and work on now getting all of, so many obstacles. I'm gonna work on getting this attached to the wall and getting all the shiplap cut down, and we're gonna go from there. It's gonna be a good day. I'm sorry guys that you've seen me do shiplap a billion times. Maybe this is your first time seeing me do it, and now you're seeing my little process of how I feel like I have perfected it over time. You know, every time I learn something new, and now I feel like I have got a system in place. I know what I'm doing. It's so super easy, and it's actually really fun at this point. But it's not my fault that shiplap just happens to look good in every single room. You know what I'm saying? Especially a laundry room. Like, is there anything cuter than shiplap in a laundry room? No, there's literally not. It's so freaking cute. Safety glasses, always 110,000% if you're using your nailer. Always wear your safety glasses, because I actually have had a nail pop back out and almost hit me in the eye. So ever since then, and you know where my safety glasses were? They were up here on my head. So I am so like a stickler about always wearing my safety glasses because I almost lost an eye. One more thing I want to share is that I'm using my pin nailer to attach these boards to this. When I did my shiplap in my guest bedroom, I used my pin nailer for the whole thing, and it was amazing because I didn't have to fill one single nail hole, because the nails are so small that by the time you get a second coat on the paint, on the shiplap. The paint really covers up a lot of those holes. This turned out so good, and it has held up. Like, I have not had a single issue with it wanting to pull off the wall or something, or not being strong enough against the wall. So I was really curious to try that in here, try it again, make sure it worked. Because I have this backer board here, like, it is so, like, it's strong. It's not going anywhere. So that means like way less work to not fill nail holes. I'm so excited. So what we have to do is we have to pull off. This trim down here has a bunch of damage from when you guys had a dog when you were younger, am I guessing, right?
Yep.
So this one has some damage, and then this trim over here also, oh, that's really dark for you guys, also has some damage. So your mom loves this trim, loves it. So.
Luckily, the whole house is filled with it.
Yes,
so we're
it
just gonna
is.
swap 4 pieces
Yes.
with 4 other pieces from another closet.
Yeah, I tried to ask your mom if she would let me paint them, but she won't. She loves the trim. She loves your guys' house, and I think having character, she likes the character that it adds to the house.
That's true.
You know what I
It adds
mean?
a certain
It does
flavor.
add a little character to the home that feels original to the home, which I am always down for. But she didn't want to paint them, so for those of you asking, I know you're going to, but we're gonna leave them and do a little switcheroo. So, are you in charge?
No harm with a switcheroo. We've done it a million times.
That's right. You're in charge.
Yeah, I'll do the switcheroo, and you can get working on finishing up this little wall right here.
Okay, great. Thank you. Little update here, the faucet was installed and it looks so beautiful. I am obsessed, obsessed, obsessed with this color and with this faucet. This is a Kraus faucet, and it's in the color Champagne Bronze, which matches these perfectly. So I searched so hard, like I can't even tell you how long it took me to find a combination that I liked and that the color actually matched. So these ones are also, the pulls are in Champagne Bronze, and you can see it's just really muted gold. Like, it's not too like brassy gold or anything like that. It just feels very, I don't know, a little bit more elegant, but they match perfectly. I also have a hook that I'm gonna put here so she can have a little towel, and then I'm gonna mount a towel hook under here so she can hang clothes if she wanted to. That was one thing she was really excited about. But all of this came together so beautifully. I got everything painted around the sink, doors installed, everything. This whole little space is done. I can't believe I pulled it off. This was a lot of work in my head to make this happen, just a lot of work in general, a lot of planning, and I'm so happy with the way that it turned out, and I love this backsplash detail so much. I feel like it just elevated this. I chose not to do tile back here because we thought about, well, if we were to run tile here, we'd probably want to run it all the way, and I just felt like it wasn't really enough of, like, enough space to really worry. Like, I don't know, I felt like it would just kind of lose itself and kind of lose the whole laundry room. So I felt like making this its own little moment would just be really special in here. And I'm so glad we chose this route because I think it's so unique and special, and it just turned out so beautiful. Are we obsessed or are we obsessed? I love this so much, and I am just so obsessed with the color. Like, let's just take a moment to just acknowledge how beautiful these colors are in here together. Oh my goodness, I love them. What I'm working on today is actually getting I'm gonna mount a 1x3 up here, and I was really concerned about how this corner was gonna come together, but I think it turned out so good. So all I have to do with the 1x3 is just notch out this little corner up here, and then it will come together really nicely. The laundry room is completely done and I'm so excited to show you guys around the space. First, we have to do a little bit of decorating and then I will give you the final tour. Are you guys in love with this makeover as much as I am? I don't know if that is possible. I love the way that this space turned out. It is so serene in here and just so beautiful and relaxing. A place where you want to come do laundry, which who wants to do laundry? Definitely not me, but I would like to do laundry in this laundry room. I love the way that everything came together in this space. I was looking back at how long it's really taken me since I started kind of planning for this little, makeover in here. And I started ordering stuff for this room back in November. That is how long it has taken me to get through this. Now, granted, I did do a bathroom makeover in the middle, okay? But we were still like in planning phases and just, so much goes into a little makeover, even in just a room this size. But it's taken me a long time. Thank you for being patient with me, you guys. I know it's been a 3-part series on my channel, but it has been so fun taking you guys along with me through this whole entire transformation. I have a couple favorites in this room for sure. I'm very biased to the cabinetry, of course. If you guys saw that makeover, I completely redid the cabinetry. What they were before to what they are now, I cannot believe they are the same cabinets. Even my mother-in-law was like, no, those are not, those aren't my cabinets. It's like, yes, they are. I love that we were able to salvage them, reuse them. These cabinets are probably like 40 years old, and I just think that is so cool to say that they are still original to the home, just updated. And I love that. We were able to save so much money, and it was so cost effective to update them that way. And we were able to put that towards other spaces in the room, like namely the backsplash I love so much. That's like one of my favorite details because it's a little bit unexpected, I feel like. Instead of doing kind of more, I feel like what would be traditional would be to do tile all the way up behind the sink and then behind the washer and dryer. I just felt like it was kind of a waste. And so we went with this really beautiful backsplash detail that is just simple and modern, and I feel like we'll just never go out of style. I love it so much. And of course, the shiplap adds so much character to this space. Overall, my goal was to add some character, add some color, and I feel like we were definitely able to achieve that. It's been really sweet because my mother-in-law has been texting me like every other day telling me how thankful she is and how much she loves the space, and she's just so grateful to have these changes made to her home and how much she just absolutely loves it. So it's been so fun to transform these spaces for her, especially when it's family. It just makes it so special, and I get to come over here and see it all the time and enjoy it, which is awesome too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this makeover. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!